Good afternoon. I would like to call this meeting of the Metropolitan Board of Parks and Recreation to order. This is Chair Michelle Steele. I will now do a roll call of the members present for each commissioner. I will call your name and ask if you would signify that you are present. Commissioner Anderson.
Present. Commissioner
Fossick.
Present.
Commissioner Gentry.
Present.
Commissioner Haynes.
Present.
Commissioner Hughes.
Present.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Present.
Thank you so much. I'll now explain the telephonic meeting. The Parks Board must vote on the record that the COVID-19 pandemic requires it to hold a telephonic meeting as permitted under the Governor's Executive Order number 16, and that contrary rules are suspended. I will need to accept a motion to adopt the telephonic meeting. If anyone would like to propose a motion to this effect, please raise your hand and I will call on you. Commissioner Scott Barnes.
I make a motion to approve.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Terry Hughes.
I second that motion.
Thank you so much. It has been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Thank you so much. Hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote. Again, to accept the motion, Commissioner Anderson.
Approve.
Commissioner Fossick.
Approve.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approve.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approve.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approve.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Approve.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to add a note for our audience. For those listening at home, the Parks Board members here are calling in remotely. They are in separate places. When I ask them to raise their hand, that's an action occurring through the software. I'll now move to the appeal of decisions pursuant to the provisions of 2.68.030 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws. Please take notice that decisions of the Metropolitan Board of Parks and Recreation may be appealed to the Chancery Court of Davidson County for review under a common law writ of certiorari. Any appeals must be filed within 60 days after entry of a final decision by the board. Any person or other entity considering an appeal should consult with an attorney to ensure that time and procedural requirements are met. We'll now take up consideration of the minutes. Have you all had an opportunity to read the minutes from our May 5th meeting?
So move.
I will accept a motion for approval. Please signify by raising your hand and I will call on you. Who was that? Okay, Commissioner Scott Barnes.
I'm not sure if I'm seconding or making a motion, but I'd like to approve.
I didn't. Thank you so much. I'll accept that as a motion. We'll accept a second. Terry Hughes.
Second.
Thank you so much. Is there any discussion? Okay, we'll take a roll call vote. The commissioners in attendance. Commissioner Anderson.
Approved.
Commissioner Fossick.
Approved.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approved.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approved.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approved.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Approved.
Thank you so much. The motion passes. Just as a reminder, I will call on you for the motion as well as the second so that we have that on the record. Metro Council referrals. Are there any referrals from the council members present? Director Odom, I'm sorry, Dr. Odom.
Appreciate that. There are none. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll move now to old business. 05-20-09 Piedmont Natural Gas Company requests board approval of permanent and temporary construction easements in Shelby Park for the purpose of installing a new natural gas line and above ground improvements to the area. We'll accept a report from the acquisition committee.
The acquisitions committee met prior to this meeting and recommends approval.
Thank you so much for that report. If anyone would like to propose a motion to this effect, please raise your hand and I will call on you. Commissioner Anderson.
Make a motion for approval.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Hughes?
Second.
Thank you so much. Is there any discussion? It has been properly moved and seconded. I'll go through the list of commissioners in attendance for the vote. Commissioner Anderson?
Approved.
Commissioner Fossick?
Approved.
Commissioner Gentry?
Approved.
Commissioner Haynes?
Approved.
Commissioner Hughes?
Approved.
And Commissioner Scott Barnes?
Approved.
Thank you so much. We'll move now to 05-20-13, election of park board officers as per section 1000.4 of the Metro Parks Policy Manual. If anyone would like to, we will take these separately for chairman, vice chairman, and secretary. If anyone would like to propose a motion for the for chairman, please raise your hand and I will call on you. Commissioner Anderson.
I thought we did this last meeting.
We now have to, I'm sorry, we now have to, we accepted the nominations at the last meeting. We are now voting to approve those nominations.
Okay, I make a motion to approve all the nominations.
I've been instructed we need to take those separately. I apologize.
Chairman first.
Ask that question. Chairman first. Thank you so much. It's been motion. I'll accept a second. Commissioner Hughes.
Second.
Thank you so much. Now take. Is there any discussion? Any other questions? I'll now take a roll call vote. Commissioner Anderson.
Approve.
Commissioner Fossick.
Approved.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approved.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approved.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approved.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Approved.
Thank you so much. And that chairman is Michelle Steele. Thank you so much for your votes. We will now move to vice chairman. If anyone would like to propose a motion to this effect, please raise your hand. Commissioner Hughes.
I move that we vote on Susanna Scott Barnes as the vice chairperson.
Thank you so much. We'll accept a second. Commissioner Anderson.
Second.
Thank you so much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? We'll now take a roll call vote. Commissioner Anderson.
Approve.
Commissioner Fossick.
Approved.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approved.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approved.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approved.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
I'm not sure I'm supposed to vote on this one.
Thank you so much. Abstain. The motion passes. Thank you for that, Commissioner Scott Barnes. We'll now move to secretary. The secretary is nominated as Monique Odom. If anyone would like to propose a motion to this effect, I see Commissioner Scott Barnes.
I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second? I see Commissioner Gentry. Thank you so much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? I'll take a roll call vote. Commissioner Anderson.
Approve.
Commissioner Fossick.
Approved.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approved.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approved.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approved.
And Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Approved.
Thank you all so much and congratulations. Consent agenda. I hope everyone has had an opportunity to review. I will accept a motion to accept the consent agenda as a whole. I see Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Let's see. I actually had my hand up for a different reason.
I apologize.
I think it was left over from before, but I did have a question about the consent agenda. And if you're accepting questions now, I can
Go ahead with both of your questions from leftover from before.
Oh, no, I think my hand was up from before, but my question, can you hear me okay?
I can, I'm sorry.
Okay. I think my question about the consent agenda is how can someone from the department speak to how it's handling some of the events that are scheduled in June,
Right.
when it's unclear on what phase we'll be in and how these events are being handled from the department in terms of what's being, what the health policies are and how it's being enforced.
Absolutely, Commissioner Scott Barnes. This is Monique Odom. As I mentioned last meeting, given our uncertainty of whether large gatherings or what the status of any kind of order will be, the approval by the Parks Board is merely a technicality. So if these events are able to go forward, depending on guidance from the health department, and again, any safer at home orders, any other orders that are in place, and they are compliant with that, then they may. If these events are prohibited, then they will not proceed. The approval will be rescinded, and it'll be rescinded by me. So this is basically a formality in the event these special events are able to go forward. Of course, that is contingent upon the health and safety, given the potential for community spread of the virus.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Any additional discussion? Seeing none, I will accept a motion for approval of the consent agenda. Commissioner Gentry. I believe you said we were making the motion for approval.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Hughes.
Second.
Thank you so much. Again, calling for discussion. Okay, seeing none, I will go through the list of commissioners in attendance. Commissioner Anderson.
Approve.
Thank you. Commissioner Fossick.
Approve.
Commissioner Gentry.
Approve.
Commissioner Haynes.
Approve.
Commissioner Hughes.
Approve.
Commissioner Scott Barnes.
Approve.
Thank you so much. We're now moving to new business. 06-20-02, staff requests board approval to accept a 0.15 acre greenways conservation easement from Green Trails LLC in a proposed residential development entitled Tree Haven and located at 0 Ashford Trace on parcel 164,000,262,00, and as described in the attached easement agreement and boundary survey exhibit. This will be deferred to the acquisition committee at its next meeting. 06-20-03, Mr. Phil Ponder, representing the Donaldson Hermitage Exchange Club, requests permission to have 4 individual plaques professionally installed on stands in Hermitage Park adjacent to the Clear for Landing sculpture designed by Joe Sorcy as a 911 memorial. This will be deferred to the signage committee at its next meeting. Are there any questions regarding these? Seeing none, we'll move to the capital projects update. You have that information attached in your the information, the packet that was sent to you. We'd like to call on Tim Nash, who will give a report orally.
Hello. So I will, as usual, just go through the highlights. There are really no significant changes from last month, but it's been a while, so I'll hit on a couple of these. The Antioch Community Center renovation work will be largely completed this month. There may be a few items that they go back into the building to take care of after otherwise vacating the site. There will be some additional lighting that will be installed, but otherwise that work should be completed within the next couple of weeks. Centennial Park Phase 2 is moving forward with a lot of progress. We've finally gotten out of the ground on a lot of the work there. And one thing that you all might be seeing this month is that Women's Suffrage Monument, those 5 bronze figures, which have been installed for the last couple of years across the ellipse from the entrance to the Parthenon. Those will be moved to their permanent location at a plaza within the construction zone at some point this month. And then that temporary location will be cleaned up. So we'll be moving the ladies across the park within the next few weeks. Cassie Gardner Senior Park, this is the small pocket park on Jefferson Street. That project is moving forward. We're looking at a July date on that. And then at Percy Warner Park, the LA restoration, that is a project of Friends of Warner Parks. It's looking really good, and it is targeted for completion in July. Those are the high points, but happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the report. Are there any questions for Tim Nate? Commissioner Hughes, your hand is still raised, I believe, from the previous, but I didn't want to look over you. Okay, thank you so much. We will now move to upcoming special activities and events. The report was attached and sent to you in the packet. Jackie Jones will report orally.
Thank you. So you guys could see that we have 3 events listed: the Bellevue Farmers Market on every Thursday, the 12th South Farmers Market every Tuesday, and the Richland Farmers Market every Saturday. So those were the 3 events that were put in your packets. But I wanted to talk with you very briefly about some of the ways that we've been communicating with our various constituencies during this pandemic. Now, when the mayor first issued the Safer at Home order, I realized we still needed to stay connected with our audience more than ever before. So I put out a call to our teammates regarding the impact of social media. And trust me, they came through with flying colors. Our community centers posted virtual book club meetings, art projects, and believe it or not, everything you need to know about Basketball 101. Our team at the Sportsplex posted virtual workouts for both beginners and athletes. And a star was born from the Nature Center. Chris Guerin is now known as the outdoor guy. Our followers on Facebook at that time was, I think, a little over 6,000. We now stand, as of today, at 7,226 followers. And for a government agency, that's something to be proud of. So now here we are in phase 2. And for now, most of our programming will shift to the virtual world. Our community centers and nature centers have a full range of programs scheduled for this summer. And I invite you to check some of those out on either Facebook or YouTube. That concludes my report.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Are there any questions regarding the special activities and events? Seeing none, we will move to department updates. Director Odom, are there any updates from the department?
There are none.
Thank you so much. We'll move to the report of the director. Director Odom.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. And good afternoon, Parks Board members. I have a few items only to report to you, and as we have kept in contact with each other, and I want to thank you all for your support in checking in on me and the department through this very challenging time. In response to some damages that we sustained during the protest on Saturday at Public Square, the courthouse, and the Founders Tower. Excuse me. I'd like to thank the General Services Department for jumping right in and supporting us in moving forward with repairs to damages. General Services was already working on had some restoration work going on the historic courthouse. So they had a vendor on site already and reached out to us to let us know that they did already have someone on site who could help with that graffiti abatement and removal, and then repairs to some windows and elevators that were damaged down there. So I really appreciate the support of the General Services Department as well as the Mayor's office. Our grounds crew, in relation to some of the debris and trash that was left during the protest on Saturday evening, our grounds crew did that trash pickup and debris cleanup on Sunday. And I understand the amount of trash filled up a half-ton pickup truck. So we are looking forward to, there was significant damage to the courthouse indoors. And of course, that is not an area in our purview, but we're looking forward to having all the repairs done downtown at the courthouse in any location that may have sustained any damages. Metro Council is still working through details of an FY21 budget. The mayor's recommended budget is on second reading tonight, and I understand that there will be substitute budgets submitted for consideration. And I know it is the goal of the Budget and Finance chairs to have a final budget passed as soon as possible before the June 30 deadline, and we are awaiting to hear how that will impact our department. As you probably do know, our facilities, most of them reopened on Monday, or Tuesday, I should say, Tuesday, with limited capacity and modified operations. Some outdoor park features are still closed, and we will reopen those, of course, with guidance from the health department, the mayor's office, and NRPA best practices when we are given the okay to do so, and certainly in consideration of our limited staff and ability to regulate or police those areas for continued social distancing protocols. Shelby Golf Course will remain closed until the irrigation system is repaired. The procurement process for those repairs is in progress, but those damages were sustained during the tornado. It was already an aged irrigation system, but the tornado kind of just wiped it out. So we are working to get that repaired, and we'll open that course as soon as we are able. As Jackie mentioned, much of our programming has pivoted to now be offered virtually. And our summer enrichment program that you all know historically is offered through our community center system will also be offered virtually, as I reported last month. And sign-ups for that program started yesterday, and the program will actually start on June 8th. So our staff is looking forward to that. This is our first foray into virtual programming in many of our divisions. And so far, it's been successful, though we know there's no replacement for human interaction, but we are still trying our best to remain engaged with the community. In addition to their regular duties, Park Police continues to assist with the security at the fairground, and they will be there. We expect that to end probably in June, but they have been a tremendous help and support to that shelter, emergency shelter over at the fairgrounds. And finally, as you all probably know, historically, Wave Country historically opens Memorial Day weekend. We hope to have Wave Country open in the next few weeks, and are very much looking forward to it. Of course, we will heed all of the safety guidance. So I certainly expect when it does open, there will be capacity limitations and other health and safety precautions put into effect. And that is my report. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, thank you so much. Seeing none, we'll now have announcements, requests for future agenda items, open items. Director Odom?
There are none.
Okay, other members of the board, any announcements, requests for future agenda items, open items? Okay. Seeing none, we will adjourn the meeting. Thank you all so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.org.